If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
3-9-25-61. There's going to be a lot of snow, and this guy's no stranger to snow. I mean, coming from down in the Gulf Coast up to Baltimore and plowing snow up in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Former Raven, former world champion Raven, current New England Patriot. We welcome back onto the program one of Baltimore's favorite sons, Adalius Thomas. What's up, AD?
Nothing much, man. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing great.
What's been going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Enjoying a little sunshine down south. It's a lot better than being up north right now, I understand.
Yeah, I would say. No doubt about that. What's going on with you, man? You're going to be on the street, you're going to get a new job, you're going to have a new team. What's happening? I mean, all I know is what I see on ESPN. I don't go out and I don't believe the scuttlebutt, and I figure I'm the kind of guy that'll ask you, man to man, what the hell's going on up there? Because it's crazy, man.
Well, you probably know a little bit more than I know.
Well, didn't it all start with a snowstorm?
Well, it started with a snowstorm and another one's coming. How ironic is that? But I don't know. You know, you hear reports, and I read the same thing other guys read or other people read that's on the internet, that, you know, you're going to probably be released, but only time can tell. You know, it's not my control card. I have a contract. I'm honoring my contract. So that's basically it for me. You know, there's nothing else I can really do or say. The control card is in their court. If they want me, I'll stay. If not, then I'll leave. They'll do what's best for them, as they would say.
Well, it's interesting for me because, I mean, a lot of Raven guys have left. There's been very little animosity, I think, for any Raven who's ever left because we just run out of money. I mean, you know, Ozzie drafts too well, quite frankly, and guys go. I mean, I never sensed any backlash. I sensed nothing but goodwill for you and a goodbye party, and we wish you well. And I mean, and if you're going to go somewhere, for God's sake, I mean, you know, poor Dwayne Starks ran off to some place he never got a chance to win. You ran off to the best organization in the sport. So nobody begrudged you the money, how hard you worked, your production and all that. But what's happened up there for you personally? Is it a personality thing or is it a production thing? I mean, is it just different being there, just in general? It's a different place.
Well, it's definitely different. I don't compare the place to Baltimore because it's not fair to neither team because they're different places, different organizations, they're ran differently, and so it's totally different. So that's not a good or bad thing.
But what makes it different? Like it just in general, how's it different being a Patriot than being a Raven?
Well, I mean, it's just different. I mean, because you got different players, you have a different coach, different scheme, and so everything is totally done different. Coaches coach different, and so the chain of command is different. And so that's just how it is. The general manager is different. Everything is totally different. And like I said, it's not a good or a bad thing.
Well, it must be a good thing there to some degree because it's been so unbelievably successful in New England.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes what people do, what they do in New England may not work anywhere else, and what they do in Baltimore may not work for New England. So everyone has their own way of doing things. And so, like I said, it's not a good or bad thing that they're different. Is what I mean by that. It's just that that's just how they do things, and so you understand it. And like I said, it works for them for the most part. It didn't work this year, and so it'll be interesting to see schemes change, people change, coaches change, players change. So it'll be interesting to see where they go from here.
But it did work in that you got to the playoffs, you had a home game, you had a chance. We came up and we were just the right team at the right time. I mean, that was kind of an amazing day, really. I mean, for the Ravens to go up there on the road. But as you know from 2000, I mean, for whatever reason, when Ray Lewis is around, the road, I think, in January is not that intimidating to our guys. I mean, it's not. It's different. You know, our fans feel confident on the road. They travel well, as you saw in New England, and you've seen the metamorphosis of the Ravens from when you got drafted and we weren't champions.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.